We'll wrap the chain around here. Nope.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago. Pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the tree. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and the cry for in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. Well, let the pull of the plow bring the sweat from my brow and the glow of the fire pull me home. Let me wind down my days in the sweet dusty haze. Take me back down the old dirt
It's all good.
road.
All right. So, all right, bud, do you know what a windfall is?
Sort of, but not really.
Okay, so a windfall dates back to like the feudal system when kings owned all of the land and you weren't allowed to cut down the king's trees. And so people would go without warmth because they didn't have fire or materials to take care of their home because they couldn't cut down the king's trees.
Let me guess. If the wind blows it down, you can use it.
If the wind blows it down, it's a free tree and you could use it, and you got a windfall. Now it's evolved into basically a windfall is when you receive something of value from something else that happened. So
like just a random gift that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, kind of like a random gift, not exactly, but somewhere along those lines. Okay. But anyways, we're reverting back to the windfall of the feudal system, where we're gonna take some trees down that are already down. They're in the way, and we need some firewood. We got some cold weather coming. Okay, so this tree came down a couple of years ago and has just been sitting here. And the nice thing about a downed tree is if they're off the ground somewhat, then they start to dry out, and we don't have to wait for them to dry before we can burn them, for the most part. But the bad side is any part that's touching the ground has a tendency to rot. Exactly. So we're gonna see if we can pull this thing out with the tractor, and hopefully it'll all come out in one piece, and then we can just limb it up and cut it up into firewood when we get down closer to the house. Okay? So grab the two chains out of the four-wheeler and bring them up here.
Okay.
So a good way to grab a chain, find the two ends, grab those together, and then you can just pick the rest of it up like that, okay?
chains.
Normally logging, you have what's called a choker chain. And what that is it's like instead of having a small end that just hooks directly on the chain, what it does, it has a bigger end and kind of a smooth part. And so you slide it around there, and then that choker tightens down on the actual log and doesn't let it go, kind of like a choker collar for a dog. But since we don't have one of those, what we can do is we can wrap it around twice, and that second wrap will actually make it choke down on the log and keep it from letting loose. Okay, so why don't you go over on the other side and we'll get this thing wrapped up twice here.
All right.
So I'm just gonna slide it down. If you just reach under there and grab it. And then one more time and grab it.
Got it.
There we go.
There we go.
Now what we'll do is we'll wrap the chain around here. Nope, you don't want to tie it on there.
Yet?
And then you just hook it onto this side. Now you never want to hook a chain inside the eye.
Why not?
Because that is going to push the chain apart and it's going to break it. So you want to slide it over the edge just like that. And that'll lock down. And then we can hook this up to the back of the tractor.
Here?
That's kind of what I was thinking. All right. Cool. Uh-oh. Oh, did you bring that hammer?
Just hit it with a hammer and it'll fix it?
The starter sometimes needs a little encouragement.
Does that no?
Not working.
Or we could hit it with a rock.
You gotta be very gentle with these posts, but for some reason it's not making good contact. Ready?
Ready.
Well, do you think that's enough tree?
Yep, definitely.
This bottom side, it actually seems pretty solid. Yeah, inside's gonna be a little hollow. That's where it was all rotted out. Probably from about right here on is gonna be good solid wood. But we'll go ahead and drag this out, see if we can get back down to our field, and then we'll see what we can do to cut it up. So let's grab the other chain and that chainsaw, put it back in the four-wheeler, and then you follow me down.
Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and the cry through the dream in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. Well, let the pull of the plow bring the sweat from my brow and the glow of the fire pull me home. Let me wind down my days in the sweet dusty haze. Take me back down the old dirt road. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me back down the old